An update on this devastating story. Robotics have now been deployed to assist with the search for 6-year-old Kaele Magadla. Magadla fell into an open manhole in Dlamini, Soweto on Sunday. Search and rescue teams, including community members, have continued searching tunnels in and around the area since then. The search has now taken them to a sewer pipe in Klipsbraid. Kaele, whose parents have little hope he'll be found alive and are just hoping the little boy's body can be retrieved. Let's go to our reporter now, Bule Jones, who has been following the search and rescue mission for us. Bule, good evening to you, colleague. Yet another long day looking for little Kaele. Two robotics have now been deployed, I understand, to help with the search. Just tell us more, please.
Yeah, Tumela, you found me here in the morning. You still finding me here in the evening again. The search is still continuing. And right now, what we know is that there's been an element of robotics that will be introduced in terms of trying to track the little 6-year-old boy who is, of course, Kaele Magadla. And as it is right now, we do understand that also, while that's the case, the physical human search will stop for now. But the cleaning of the split chamber responsible for separating waste and water coming through from various pipelines in the south of Johannesburg will also continue. These operations now will continue for the next 2 days. From there onwards, we will be knowing as to whether where they can try and locate this young boy. But I just want to take a listen to what one of the companies responsible for having their robots be placed onto the roads and embark on this process of locating the boy will be doing from the next 2 days.
This is called an off-road crawler rover. We specialize in doing digital investigations with unmanned vehicles and HD feeds. So essentially what we've got here is a waterproof off-road 4x4 that we can send hundreds of meters into rough terrain that's hard to get over if it's slippery or if it's wet. What I have on my head, this is a DJI high-definition FPV system. So this gives us a live full HD feed into the goggles. We've got a full camera system that's set up onto the rover, so wherever we send it through the pipe, we'll be able to see what is there in real time. We're also recording all the footage so we can review it afterwards as soon as we come out at the different manhole points. So this is one of the best cameras you get on an unmanned vehicle. It's a full high-definition feed. I think it's a 4K feed if I'm not mistaken, so we'll have absolute clarity the whole time there. We're just busy putting the lighting on as well, which hopefully will light up the whole tunnel and the stormwater line in front of us.
So you're going to be working throughout the evening as well?
Yeah, we're planning on doing it as long as it takes. We want to cover as much ground as we can, and just hopefully we've got enough batteries with us as well, and we'll go through the full route.
Bule, what are some of the challenges that emergency teams are currently encountering?
Tumela, firstly, I think it's important that we highlight that this split chamber hasn't been serviced or maintained for a very long time. Allegations, or rather rumors, arrive that it's been years that this area here hasn't been maintained, and therefore it has created a backlog in terms of some of these pipes leading to the split chamber being blocked. Therefore, it was very hard for some of the officials to actually try and locate where the little boy could be within the past 4 days, and that's been a challenge. So that's why there's been so much, harsh commentary towards those above authorities to say, what have they been doing in the past years for not maintaining that split chamber? And as an end result, what has also happened is that it has created a spillage of sewage waste material now flowing into the river, which flows all the way to the Vaal Dam, which could be hazardous and also very toxic. So those are some of the challenges EMS has encountered. But at the very same time, what we're seeing is this introduction of robots coming in and the introduction of the cleaning of the split chamber. Johannesburg Water also now on board doing that. But most importantly as well, we've seen the roping in of more manpower to try and fast track this process. It should be said that this could take a few more days as well, as the spokesperson of EMS, Robert Mlaudzi, had to say when he spoke to us earlier on. But just take a listen to what more information he had to add regarding this search and recovery plan.
We just want to eliminate any other doubts, because from the where the incident occurred to the next manhole, that is where we feel that we might find something, because it used to be an informal settlement, and now that manhole, just died down. We don't know what happened, but you'll understand about the topographic issues, because the area was at an informal settlement. So we're thinking maybe there, because of the slope of the line, we might be able to get something, but unfortunately we cannot be able to send our technicians. We can only send the technicians if we are certain that there is something. So what we want to do, what we have requested now, we've got assistance from a company or an organization by the name of Delta Scan, which is a robotic company, which is going to assist us to check that line, where we, just want to eliminate, be sure whether, that line is clear. So from here, we're going to, as soon as all our logistics are sorted, we're going to go back there, try and use the robots to clear that line, to make sure that that line is clear.
Pula, I think I speak for everyone in South Africa watching the story, saying it's absolutely devastating. We can't imagine what the family's going through, but how are they doing, and how's the community doing at this point? I mean, it's been 5 days now since the 6-year-old actually went missing.
Yeah, I mean, the parents are reeling from this tragic incident, quite in shock. Mulauti just also gave us an update as they've been briefing the family. When I spoke to the father, I think on Monday, when I started looking into the story, what he said was that they are expecting the worst. They've come to terms with that. But most importantly, they want to find closure and try and have the body recovered. That was quite painful coming from the father. And while that's the case as well, you get to realize that this event, or rather this tragic moment, could have been avoided, because the mayor of Joburg, Mpopalati, says this could have been as a result of vandalism and theft of public property, which includes some of the seals that cover the manholes as well in some of these areas here in the south of Joburg. So it's just a litany of issues coupled together which led to this tragic incident, which could have been avoided. And most importantly, all the family wants for now is answers. But for the next 2 days, it will be very important to see what the Delta Scan guys can uncover, and whether the split chamber facility can be cleaned as soon as possible. And that will be the end result of leading to the family actually finding closure once the little 6-year-old boy has been located.
We'll leave it there. That's eNCA reporter Pule Lishwiti-Jones for us, giving us an update on the news of Kaile Tumagatla still being looked for by emergency services. Robotics have now been included, and they're saying it'll take them as long as they need to find the young boy. And of course, our thoughts are with the family at this point.